Hello and welcome to Module 1. My name is Ola Jacobson and I'd like to thank you for buying my course, 6 Weeks to Healthy Blood Sugar Levels. In this course, I go through with you the exact same steps I used to overcome type 2 diabetes and get my blood sugar levels normal again. The course is divided into 6 different modules and this is Module 1. Before I get started, let me tell you a bit about myself. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes over 10 years ago. I was told back then that it is a chronic disease which would get worse over time. I started off taking 2 tablets once a day, and within a few years, I was taking 6 tablets twice a day. I just thought it was normal, as I expected it to get worse over time, as I was told by my doctor. But it was not until I was prescribed insulin for the condition that I started to feel the effects and the alarm bells started to ring. I would get unstable blood sugar levels, terrible mood swings, and despite my best efforts to lead a healthy lifestyle, I still gained weight. So this made me wonder why this was an approved course of treatment for my condition, if as described there were so many side effects. And in my quest for knowledge, I started looking into type 2 diabetes a lot more. In doing so, I came across some information that not only allowed me to better control my blood sugar levels and overcome my type 2 diabetes, I was also able to lose weight, get off insulin, and reduce my medication intake drastically. I have broken down this information into 6 steps which I will be sharing with you on this course. So let us begin with Module 1. In this module, we'll be looking at the mindset to have in order to conquer type 2 diabetes and maintain healthy blood sugar levels. We'll be looking at our relationships with food and what it actually means to be type 2 diabetic. So there are 2 types of mindsets we need to have in order to successfully conquer type 2 diabetes and control our blood sugar levels. The first one is called extreme ownership. This simply means making ourselves accountable for the actions we take in our lives. So whatever happens, the buck stops with us. We do not blame other people for our current predicament. For example, I'm diabetic. Whether it was hereditary or self-inflicted is irrelevant. But what I did was I took extreme ownership of that situation and made strides towards overcoming it. And I will urge you to do the same. The next mindset is a concept called resistance. This is when we are about to accomplish something life-changing. Resistance is an equal or opposing force in the other direction. For example, in our case again, we are looking to better our blood sugar levels and overcome type 2 diabetes. So we know we need to avoid certain foods. But there are unhealthy foods everywhere. Well, that's a form of resistance. Or another example, we are about to go for that job interview and we get a flat tire along the way. Well, that's another form of resistance. Resistance comes in all shapes and sizes, and I always expect resistance in every area of my life. So when something bad happens, I just push through and I take it as resistance. And I would urge you to also do the same. Now let's talk about our relationship with food. Food is defined as a nutritious substance we eat or drink in order to maintain life or growth. So, in other words, food should not be something we eat when we're sad or when something bad has happened to us. So we shouldn't really be comfort eating. Foods can be broken down into three categories: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Each category is important to the body, but as a type 2 diabetic, what I wasn't told was the effect of carbohydrates has on our blood sugars, especially complex carbohydrates such as white flour, white rice, bread, etc. To successfully get our blood sugars under control, it is important we make some adjustments to our carbohydrate intake. There'll be more on this topic in the next modules. So, what does type 2 diabetes actually mean? So, it just means that our body is resistant to insulin, so we are unable to absorb carbohydrates we eat effectively. And this leads us to having excess glucose in our blood. And excess glucose levels in our blood over a long period of time can lead to some life-changing complications such as severe nerve damage or a loss of vision. So that's it for module 1. Your action item in this module is to write down where you are most likely to get resistance from and devise a plan or strategy to conquer that resistance. Then I would like you to go into the Facebook group and share it with everyone. So see you on the next module.